End up arriving while we're talking, but right now they're a little stuck.
Okay, first thing I need to tell you is you guys are in one of the best situations in town. You need to know that. You have no idea what's happening on the other side of town. I'm going to tell you. Please save all your questions to the end. Okay?
I'm sorry, Dad.
I'll tell you. You need to remember, we're on 48 hours of no sleep on the other side, okay? All right, I'm Victoria Simonson, your town administrator. I happen to also live in this community, so it's real important that I got over to this side to be able to talk to my neighbors. First and foremost, the National Guard has arrived in town, and they have started evacuations of people that have no home, people that have medical issues, and they're elderly. Okay? The basic infrastructure, so you know what's going on. Highway 36 North is washed out at Stone Mountain Lodge. No one coming in and out that way. Highway 7 washed out at Heil Ranch. No one coming in and out that way. Highway 66, the water is really coming and going, so there's little points of time where the vehicles can get through to help us and bring resources. But every time they remove a big piece of debris out of the river, we get a big surge. And so it's really hit and miss of people coming in. If you are elderly or need
What about 36 South?
Questions at the end, please.
36 South. We have not got an update on Boulder, roads to Boulder. They are still, you guys, in full search and rescue mode. You need to know we have houses coming down the river with people still in them. You guys are in good shape, okay? I need you to realize that and really hang strong together. We have other people with much more immediate life issues, okay? The other thing you have to remember is we are not just the town of Lyons. This involves everybody north of us that is in Apple Valley, is underwater. Planet Bluegrass, underwater. It looks like, if you can picture in your head, from the back of Apple Valley to Planet Bluegrass, that is one river about 20 feet deep. So all of that water has to come through Lyons yet. So with that being said, we are here for a while, okay? First and foremost, we are trying to get water to this area, okay? McConnell Bridge is not accessible. 2nd Avenue is not accessible. You guys are on an island, okay? The 5th Avenue Bridge, if you can picture that, we're waiting for structural people to give us an update. Right now they're just letting very limited vehicles over, which they allowed me to come in today. When you start up Highway 7, what was that beautiful river valley is now pure dirt and sand out in front. There is still active running water coming across Red Gulch Road. That's where we don't want people to cross, okay? So, oh, you're here, good. I'm glad you're here for a little bit. I give them an update on the roads, and now National Guard's here. Yep. And the evacuations have started, but they need to know their status of accessing them.
So here's where we're at. She gave you the background on it. Let me start off by saying that...
You're Kevin Parker. They want to be
Most of you here know me. I'm not sure how I wound up back in Lyons for this running game, but I'm glad that I am, because I can't think of that. I'll start off with saying what I told the other side of the island earlier.
There's actually 6 islands, you guys. You're not the only island. There are 6. I'll go through those with you.
So as bad as you think things are here, we are light years ahead of most of Boulder County right now. Currently we have nobody confirmed dead, no significant injuries, and that is my primary concern. Our focus right now is life safety, public health, and gradually moving everybody out of these areas for reasons that I'll explain. Victoria told you about the sewage system. Okay, our water plant completely washed out. It was 6 feet deep, and it's still a couple feet deep running down Highway 36. That's where the river is now, 6636. So everything you flushed is now in Longmont.
Go on.
Okay, listen up to me. We'll go through a bunch of information. We'll try to answer questions later. Information we have is very limited. We're going to tell you what we have, and we're not going to answer a whole lot of your questions because we don't know. None of us have ever been through this kind of apocalyptic event either. But the way Lyons is going to deal with it better than the rest of the county is the community that we are. And we have to keep that in the forefront because government, the sheriff's department, we're going to do everything we can, but we are very limited. Yourselves, your neighbors, and your community are going to be much more effective at taking care of each other than we ever are of taking care of you. Currently, everybody over here, you got a dry house, you had power and water longer than the rest of the town, so what food you have, we need you to be self-sustaining for at least the rest of today, probably the start of tomorrow. We are currently working on bringing in bottled water. The rest of Boulder County is screaming for it as well, so that is very limited. What you get is all you will get, so ration that among you carefully. Other foods, medicines, critical needs, bring those up to us, we will get those met. As far as evacuations, as the water continues to drop, we're able to better assess and access the McConnell Street Bridge and the Fifth Avenue Bridge. I'll tell you now, both bridges are there. There's just no road on either side of them. That means you cannot drive there. That means if you walk over there with your children to check it out, you may go swimming down the river to your death. I say this because the people that have been walking out to check out the high water and the bridge, what do you do when that piece of ground you stand on that's now undercut gives out?
We are having sinkholes in town. That is happening over there, so it's very real.
Stay away from the roads and the bridges. The one current driving access that we have developed. Don't tell Ron this, but it's through Picture Rock. The bridge over the old South St. Vrain Bridge is intact. It suffered some structural damage. It is very limited on what we can use it for and how safe it is to use. Every car that goes across that is one less emergency vehicle that I can send over to do anything for you. I need people to stay off of that road, off of that bridge, until we can come and get you. As we evacuate people, we are going to encourage you, those that can, in the next, tomorrow or the following day, to evacuate yourselves. We will coordinate that with you. If you have a driving need, elderly, medical, something like that, we can get you out on a National Guard truck, the Life Bridge Christian Church. We can do that whenever we need to. Trust me, you are more comfortable right now in your home with your family and your vehicle and your possessions. Once we start the evacuation, And I'll get into the reasons why we do that. We'll get everybody we can out. If somebody refuses, we're not going to drag you out of your house. We also will not have the resources to provide for you in your house. For the next several weeks, we don't know how long, we know we're not going to have a sewage system. We have no idea when we will have running water back. And we have no idea when we will have electricity back. As opposed to a wildfire where we have these resources back up and running within days, the infrastructure damage to the roads, power lines, ditches of this event